Welcome to TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to learn about query data as it existed in the past, time travel in Microsoft Fabric warehouse. So what is time travel? Query prior states of data up to 30 days old. Enable stable reporting, trend analysis, audit, and machine learning reproducibility. Supported via T-SQL, you will use option for timestamp as of UTC timestamp. Read-only access the past data, no DML allowed. So that's something you want to query if in the past what was the state of that table or data that you can do with the time travel. And here is the syntax. You will say select asterisk, that means list of columns that you want to select from table name option for timestamp as of that specific time, and you will provide that timestamp in the UTC format. So use the convert date time and then you say 126 format if formatting manually. Can use only in select statements. You cannot do like insert, create table as, or inside the view definition. So you will be only selecting this data as of then you can use this. Otherwise you will be like, hey, guess what, I have this select query, I'm gonna go ahead and insert this data to another table, say insert into table, and then so use this selector. That's not going to work. Also, it's not going to work in the view as well. So here are some use cases: trend and predictive analysis, machine learning reproducibility, root cause analysis, ETL safety checks, regulatory audits, and compliance. So in these different scenarios you will be using this time travel. Here are the permissions you need to work with these. So roles which has the permission such as admin, members, contributor, reviews, can query. Now for the security, column level security, row level security, and the dynamic data masking are still enforced. And here is the limitation. You have a max 3-digit milliseconds. So when you will provide that date timestamp with UTC, you can go to the 3 level to the millisecond level. Avoid more precision. If you do that, then you are going to get error. UTC time only, no time zones. So you will be providing the time in the UTC format. Not supported in the views, DMLs, Lakehouse endpoints, Power BI data direct query, and cannot query data prior to the schema changes or table recreation. And here is the tip: use a clone table if you want to write table snapshot of past data. So I have the complete video on the cloning, and you can take a look if that will work for you in this scenario. But in this one we are going to talk about time travel. So let's go to the lake houses workspaces, and here is one workspace called the sales workspace. Now under this workspaces I have folder warehouse, and then this is my warehouse. So here we are in the data warehouse, and I have opened a new tab here, and we have one of the table called employee, and you can see right there. So employees table has a 4 record. So we have employee ID first, and then 1 2 3 4, and then what we are going to do, we are going to delete some record here. But before we will delete, I'm going to get this UTC time. So let's copy this time, and then we'll save it here for us. So let me just save it, and you see that now right now it's 20 and then 37. So let's wait for another 30 seconds, and then we can go ahead and delete our record, so we can restore to this specific point. So I'm going to delete from tech data warehouse, and then DBO schema and employees where ID is equal to 1. So let's run this command, and now you see that this one row is deleted. Let's go back here and execute this query, and now we should have 3 records. All of a sudden I got interested into the like, hey, I want to go back and take a look what was the record a minute ago or 3 minutes ago. Maybe I have deleted more or less. So in this case I will be simply saying that select asterisk from employees option for timestamp as of. So I will provide that timestamp here, and remember that we have copied that timestamp when before even with deleting that record. So I'm going to go ahead and paste it here, and now we can simply execute. Now if I execute, I should get 4 records, but you see that it is a conversion failed for the date time. And if you remember when we were explaining that right here in this detail, and I was right here says you need to have a millisecond level, so you cannot go like, you know, the max you can have a dot 3 digits here. So if you see my query right here, I'm going all the way to this like you know, microseconds and all those very detailed level of seconds. So I need to delete this and just leave to the millisecond level. Now if I execute now, what's going to happen, it is going to show me all the records at the time before we deleted. Now if I go back and say, hey, guess what, now if you use 38 and guess at that time we had deleted the records. So if we go back here and we go and see right there, those records are without ID 1. So if I go back at 37, then I'm seeing the total number of records at exactly before we deleted. And we can do more things. Let's say if I want to delete ID 2 as well. Now if I get the timestamp now, and let's see, this is the timestamp right now. So if I copy right here, and now we can just paste it here, and we can delete another record. So I'm going to go ahead and delete right now, and you will see like we have done second delete here, and this is the timestamp. So if I will go ahead, okay, so that's actually I just had an old timestamp. That's fine. So now as of now I know that it is around 40. So I can just, now if I run this query, and this is going to return me 2 records. So if I go back here on the 00, and then guess what, we should have 3 records. So you see that how I'm traveling between different time windows and or exact time, and I'm seeing the exact record what were there at that time. So you can use this time travel to see the exactly the data at that point before the delete or insert or updates in your table. So I hope this video is helpful. A few of the prerequisites, you need this script to get the your UTC time in the correct format. So it has to be in the 126 conversion. So use the convert to this format, and then you will have exact format that is accepted by the time traveler. So I will put this in the description, and you can copy from there and experiment. I thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.